Welcome to the Drayway. I'm so glad you're here. Where you been? It's time for the Drayway. And by the way, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We have a lot to talk about because we are just 14 days, 2 weeks, 14 days, 14 days until history changes. And I say history changes because I can tell you right now, one way or the other, this election is going to be completely history changing. I mean, first of all, let's talk about if Donald Trump wins this election. Yeah, the United States as we know it today will not exist anymore. What country we end up with, I have no idea. But one thing I can assure you, it'll be completely different than anything we've known over the last couple of 100 years. So it's hard not to at least mention, yeah, it would be completely life-altering having President Trump again come into the White House and completely reorganize and change the way we live as Americans. Yeah, if you're not scared yet, you should be. But in all likelihood, what's about to happen is we are about to have President Harris. And did you watch Liz Cheney and President Harris? Did you watch them yesterday? Because I don't think we really realize today. I don't think we realize the gravity of what we saw yesterday. I mean, because here's a Republican, a family history of, I mean, her father was the vice president, Republican vice president of the United States. Here she was a Republican senator. I mean, here's this Republican, and here's Harris, and here's the two of them sitting down and discussing things and talking about issues. Now here, I can assure you, they have different opinions, broad different opinions on how to run the country. But that isn't why they sat down. They sat down and decided to come together because the country means more to them, to both of them. Because make no mistake about it, there is an enemy amongst us, and that enemy is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is an enemy to this country. Make no mistake about it. And after he loses, he's going to be facing trial for a number of issues that of crimes that he's committed. But I don't want to get into that right now. I want to talk about the historic significance. And I know some of you are like, why are you making a big deal out of this? Because I don't think you understand, you may not understand exactly what you just saw. You saw a Republican, a lifelong Republican with a Democrat presidential nominee get together and talk about their vision and what they see for the United States, and to warn us about the danger of the other side. But at the same time, showing us that love of country is what matters most. Not your party. Love of country comes first. So that's why Liz Cheney was there. She was there because she loves her country and she doesn't want to see it torn apart, which is what Donald Trump would do. So she has stepped out of the box. She has had have you seen other Republican leaders, especially ones that are actively in the Senate, actively in the House, step forward with the bravery that she has and said, you know, that guy's a danger. That guy's dangerous. We need to stop that. She's one of the few that has the heart, the integrity to step up and go, no, that's not who we are as a country. That's not who the United States is. This guy likes to kiss tail with Russia, with Putin, for crying out loud. A KGB murderer, for crying out loud. That's who Trump wants to pal around with. He's dangerous. And here, Liz Cheney has the bravery to step up and go, no, I'm voting for her. I'm out here talking with you, with her, because we can come together and agree that we have to do the best for the country. We don't always agree on the exact way to do it, but we both agree we love our country and want to see our country prosper. That is what you saw yesterday. And I promise you, what you witnessed yesterday is going to be talked about for many, many years, for decades, for possibly 100 years. And you're like, what did I miss? You missed it. If you need to watch it. You need to watch Cheyney and her together, and you see two powerful women coming together for a common goal. And that's why I want to see Harris as president. That's exactly why. Here are two women, polar opposites, but they're able to come together and find common ground. Isn't that we all want as Americans? Let me know what you think in the comments. I really want to know what you think. Did you see that as historic as I do? Did you see that as being a real defining moment? I want to know what you think in the comments. But anyway, welcome to the Drayway. I'm glad you're here. We're just 14 days out, and we have so much more to talk about. Please hit the subscribe button, and welcome to the Drayway. Okay, I want to talk to, just for a moment, I want to talk to it, just you people that are deciding, you know what, it's 14 days out from the election. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. I want to talk to all of you that are truly going to vote for Donald Trump or thinking about voting for Donald Trump, because I want you to I want one more time to make sure you understand what that vote means, because whether you see it or not, okay, people around the world, people other than you, nearly everyone sees that man as, number one, being truly dumb, and number two, being a flat out racist. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what everyone else in the world thinks in this case. Because you in your mind could go, well, I mean, he's not, because I hate to break it to you, if you can't see the racism in Donald Trump, yeah, if you don't see the racism, that's probably because you are too. Yeah, I know. That's a tough pill to swallow. But that's a fact. Because around the world, including the United States, he's known as a racist. Okay? So what I'm trying to say to you is, your vote for him not only makes you a racist and not very smart, but I want you to know that vote goes down in history. That vote, your family will be looking at 10, 20, 50, 100 years from now. And think about, for 100 years from now, they won't know anything about you. You might be, I don't know, great-great-grandpa Joe or great-great-grandma Ethel, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, 100 years from now, they're going to know all they need to know about you based on your simple vote for one man. They're going to look back and see what you did at this pivotal time in this country, when we're literally choosing between a dictator or democracy. Because make no mistake, Donald Trump has flat said he's going to be a dictator on day one. He's told you right to your face. And your family's going to look back on how you voted. And if you want your family to look back on your vote and see that you voted for someone as vile and terrible and racist and dumb as Donald Trump, guess what your family is going to forever think about you? I just want you to think about this one more time. I want to implore you to consider that vote. Because if you do vote for Donald Trump, You will wear that scarlet letter forever. Everybody will know that you voted for Donald Trump. And everybody will think about you differently because you did that. I know. But I'm letting you know that's how people will view you. They will view you differently. And that's forever. Because forever, they'll be able to come back and look at what you did on that pivotal moment. And let me tell you something, your family will be very disappointed if they look back and find out you voted for someone as despicable as Donald Trump. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. More to talk about. Thanks for joining the Drayway. Early voting, early voting, early voting. Early voting is looking fantastic. It doesn't matter what state you're talking about. People are showing up in huge numbers. And you know who else is showing up in huge numbers? Get ready. Pull your sleeves up. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Young people. Young people are showing up in droves. That's because people 18 to 29 get it. People 18 to 29 are a lot smarter than when I was 18 to 29. I mean, the access you have to information, the access you have to the world, and they want, the thing I love about these people is the young people is they want a better world. They get it. They understand. And now they know in order for us to get what we want, we have to have our people in power. The youth have to be in the White House. The youth has to be in the Senate. The youth has to be in the House. So young people are showing up in record numbers. And it's just not young people showing up. Have you looked at the lines? And I don't care what state you're looking at. Whether you're looking at Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida, North Carolina, women are showing up in droves. And they're showing up because they've had enough. Women have had enough. They do not want Republicans telling them what to do anymore. They want control over their own bodies. And you can see that just by the number of women that are showing up to vote right now. The numbers are huge. They're record breaking. And there's one primary reason for that. And I've said it since day one. Republicans, you need to understand, you are never going to win the White House again. As long as you have this stance on abortion, as long as you continue to attack women, as long as you not only try to control their bodies, but now in some states you're trying to control their vote. You're trying to control women whether they can vote or not. Yeah, I'm not joking. Check it out in North Carolina. You women may not know this or not, but Republicans don't want you voting because they know you vote blue. Women in the majority, they vote blue because Democrats have their interest at heart. You know who doesn't have their interest at heart? Republicans. Republicans want you to just stay at home and sit in the kitchen and make some dinner. That's what Republicans want from women. They want to take you back to 1950. They want to control whether you can even get the birth control pill or the day after pill. They're never going to stop. They just want to keep coming after your rights. And finally, women are saying, you know what? Enough's enough. Enough's enough. I've had this. And women are speaking up and showing out, and it's looking great on early numbers. I mean, we're talking about 13 to 15 million votes already. And a lot of those votes, the majority of those votes are women, which is, if you're a Democratic candidate, that makes you very, very happy. Because the more women that vote, the more likely it is for everything to go blue. So, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. We have a lot more to talk about. Stay with me. Remember, here at the Drayway, I want to give you all the information that you find interesting or fascinating or entertaining. So if you want investment advice, if you want information on business or on real estate, please let me know in the comments because I really want, politics, the election's going to be over in 14 days, and this has been a 50-day countdown to the election. But when the elections are over, the conversation on politics is going to greatly diminish. So I want to bring other subjects that you're interested in, that you want to talk about, and that I want to talk about. I like talking about real estate. I like talking about business and investing. And if that's what you want to hear about, please let me know in the comments, because I want you to keep coming back to the Drayway. I want you to enjoy the Drayway. By the way, in a couple of weeks, it'll be changing from the Drayway to Drayway TV. So just know that the show is going to be changing a little bit in the next 14 days. It'll be changing from the Drayway to Drayway TV. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Just know if you want to see more shows, take a look back. There's 36 other shows that you can take a look at. And don't forget, it's the Drayway every day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. We're just 14 days away from the election. Tomorrow will be 13, and I hope you join me. We'll see you later. Have a great day.